See if you can set up a buy. Pep will clue you in.
Narcotics. I've been working undercover there for 3 weeks. Revert.
Man, I'll pay up. Come on, he already paid you.
Okay, what's going on in here?
Maybe we better teach you a lesson. I was at the stadium when Jerry Cook was killed. That night he called me. He was afraid of the people he was working for.
Help!
Listen, be sure this is all cleaned up before we leave.
Suicide. It's the only explanation.
Well, if that's so, Mrs. Goddard, that makes 2 in 6 weeks. Maybe you should be running a psychiatric unit here instead of a high school.
No, the Markov girl was a case of drug overdose.
Which can be another way of committing suicide.
As you know, Sergeant, I've been against this whole investigation from the very beginning.
Yes, I know you
Now,
have.
this is not a ghetto school. We do not have those kinds of problems here at MacArthur High.
Well, apparently you do now, Mrs. Goddard.
Hi, Miss Goddard. Officer, may I speak to you?
Sure, son, what do you want?
Well, I'm Eric Miller. I'm the editor of the school newspaper.
Oh?
Do you know how Jerry was killed?
What makes you think it wasn't suicide?
Not a chance. Everybody in school knew that Jerry was pushing drugs.
Everybody? Seems like you know more about it than we do.
I doubt that. But if we can be of any help.
We'll let you know.
Okay.
Who is this kid?
Well, his father's Walter Miller. He's city councilman for this district.
Okay.
I'm going to my office.
Yes, why don't you do that, Mrs. Goddard?
There you go. That's it. All right, drop your arm. Okay, now let's roll it around.
It's not a bad view.
Okay.
No, sir.
That's it. Roll it way
Hey, listen, I'm
out.
going to be tied up here longer than I thought.
Stick it out there.
Why don't you get back to the coroner's office and be there when they post the
Okay,
body?
Now reverse.
Okay.
There. Now way out. Come on. That's it. Now touch that fence with your tail. Come on. Stick it out. Reverse. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? No? Okay, reverse. There. That's it. You're doing great. Good. Okay, reverse again. Now touch that fence with your butt. Okay, shake those wrists now. We're gonna do the lunge left first. Okay, here we go. Stick it out. Okay. Get it out there now. That's the way. Good. Okay, right foot. That's it. Good.
Terrific. That's terrific.
Oh, relax a second, girls. Hello.
Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt that, but Miss,
Jameson, Mary Jameson.
I'm Sergeant Crowley with the police department.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Well, I wonder if I might ask you a few questions. I suppose you heard about the death of one of your students here last night.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible, awful. But I don't think I could be of much help to you. I've only been here a few weeks.
Well, I just need a little background information. Would you mind?
No, can you hold on a second?
Sure.
Hey, Sam! Sam, can you come here a minute?
What's up, Miss Jameson?
You want to give the girls a thrill and take over my class for a few minutes?
Sure.
This is
Crowley.
Sergeant Crowley with the police department and wants to ask me a few questions. This is Sam Jennings.
Hey, it's a real pleasure, Sam. I certainly know that name.
You do?
You bet I do. You were all city 3 years straight right here at MacArthur, and your second year with the NBA, you were all pro. Sure, I know all about you, man. Well, it's a shame that trouble you had with your knee.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sam works for the school now, equipment manager.
Is that right?
He's all yours, girls.
Nice meeting you, Sam.
Okay, we're gonna run in place. Everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How's it going?
Oh, it was going great till last night. Hey, Linda, I've been looking for you. Pepper. Hi, how you doing? Great, how are you? Oh, just fine. Ron, look who's here. Hi, Ron.
Hey, my favorite sergeant.
Thank you.
What kind of tickets you selling this time?
No tickets today. I need a volunteer. Undercover work? Yeah, I'll do it.
Hey, wait a minute. You don't even know what it is. It's a scam, Sarge.
Narcotics.
Huh?
Narcotics.
bad news, Ray.
Now, this is at MacArthur High. I've been working undercover there for 3 weeks.
It's where a kid was killed last night.
Yeah, that's right.
Linda, I don't want you to do it.
Why not?
Maybe those guys into narcotics, they play rough.
Ron, I'm a policewoman.
Yeah, for all of 3 months, huh?
Hey, I'll find you something real soon. I can get somebody else for this.
Oh, no, you don't. You've got your volunteer. And you stop being a male chauvinist pig.
Okay. Hey, but take care of it for me, will you, Pep?
You got it all wrong. She's going to take care of me.
See you later.
Hi, Mark. Long time no see.
Why did you kill that boy?
Well, that was an accident. Hey, come on, I wouldn't kid you.
What do you want from me?
Well, the man wants to see you. You know, Stemper.
Well, I don't want to see him.
Well, I would think about this if I were you. I mean, what happened to that boy last night could very easily happen to you. Friendship goes only so far.
Don't threaten me.
All right. Try this one on for size, though. Now, the man said that if you don't show up, you're never going to teach another day of school as long as you live. That is, if you live.
What do you want me to do?
Just start driving. I wouldn't let you get lost.
Sergeant, we've been working on this problem at MacArthur for the past 3 weeks. The only result is another dead student.
Mr. Miller, I told you in the beginning it wasn't going to be easy. Now, you remember this was your idea.
Certainly, it was my idea. MacArthur High is in my district. It has become a hotbed of narcotics abuse. I owe it to my constituents to do something about
Miller,
it.
let me tell you something. Now, MacArthur is no better and no worse than most suburban schools today. But it's not going to do us any good to go in and start arresting the kids who are pushing the stuff. It's the suppliers we have to nail. Now, that takes time. I said it before.
All right,
it takes time.
all right. I don't expect miracles. I'm sure you're doing everything that's possible.
Well, I appreciate that, Councilman. I am doing everything that's possible. By the way, you didn't tell me that you have a son at MacArthur.
Eric? Yes. Senior.
I met him. Seems like a bright boy.
Wonderful boy. Straight A student.
Listen, Mr. Miller, you're going to have to excuse me. I got
Sure.
a meeting here with some of my
I'll
people.
get out of your hair.
Well, I'll try to stay out of yours.
Hey, Bill?
Come on in.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Just a little overdressed, honey. Absolutely fantastic. I knew Stemper had to be behind this thing. Maybe we're finally getting a break in this case.
Who's Jay Stemper? The name's familiar.
You know, he's a heavy connection. We've been trying to get a hold of him for a long time.
Has his own lab, processes a lot of the stuff himself, but it's like a floating crap game. He keeps moving from one location to another. Every time the boys from narcotics try to bust him, all they get is an empty room.
Well, you know, it wasn't prohibition. Keep still moving.
Terrific.
Where did Ross and Ciprio go when they left school?
They went to Stemper's office on East 3rd. They both went in, and then about 30 minutes later, Serpio came out alone and split.
Pep, I want you to operate this guy, see what you can find out.
Right.
Linda, I want you to cover a Monica Stewart. Pep will clue you in. See if you can set up a buy.
What's this?
Little present. Reds, whites, uppers, downers. Name your own poison. You may have to pop a few on campus to make it look good.
What is it, sugar?
What, you think we're going to waste the real stuff? Linda, there's one thing I want you to understand. Don't take any unnecessary chances. I mean that, okay? Now, if you're undecided about what action to take, don't take any. Not without checking with one of us first.
Right.
Royster and Stiles here are going to keep you under constant surveillance. You're going to be wired at all times. So if you get into anything you can't handle, you just start yelling and they'll be there. Well, that's it for me. Anybody else got anything?
Come on, let's go play cops and robbers.
See you later. Okay. Hang back now, will you?
Oh, okay. I'll be right with you then. All right. Yeah. She's dying to do the job.
Yeah, listen, Mark Ciprio. I want you to be very careful with this guy.
Yeah, okay.
I believe he's up to his ears in this thing.
Yeah, I know. But it's hard to believe. He just doesn't seem the type.
According to Jerry Cook's mother, Jerry had a date last night with somebody at school. I think it was Ciprio.
You don't think he killed Jerry?
Well, I don't know. You just be careful. You're getting my message, aren't you?
Well. See you later.
We late? It's on your last week, man. Now pay up. I haven't got. Give me a couple of days. We already gave you 5 more days. You've run out of time, baby. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hey, don't hit him again. Okay, what's going on in here?
Mind your own business, lady. Yeah, the girls' washroom is down the hall. You looking for some kind of cheap thrill, Teach?
What's your name?
You some kind of pervert, maybe. We don't like voyeurs. I learned that in French class. You hang out in guys' washrooms. Maybe we better teach you a lesson.
You two don't scare me a bit.
Hey, what's going on here?
Teacher got in the wrong washroom by mistake.
Yeah, we were just giving her directions.
That's right. It was my mistake.
You guys get out of here.
We better get out of here, too. I hate to explain to the next one coming through that door what we're doing in the boys' room. Come on.
What happened in there?
Oh, just a little hassle.
Yeah, I know about those bums. They're bad news. You should report them to Goddard.
I just as soon let it go for now. It's easier than trying to explain how I got involved anyway. Listen, I'm late for class. I'll see you later.
Hi, Miss Jameson.
Oh, hi, Sam.
That police sergeant you were talking to yesterday.
Yeah?
He have anything to say about what happened to Jerry?
No, not much. Why?
I don't know. I just think he should ask me. I know more about what goes on around here than anybody.
Well, they think it has something to do with the drug scene here at MacArthur. You know anything about that?
Me? No. I mean, why should I?
Well, they said it's a big problem.
Well, I don't mess with that.
Well, I didn't say you did, Sam. I just wanted your opinion.
Well, nobody cares what I think, Miss Jameson. My opinion is worth nothing.
It is to me, Sam. It is to me.
I better go. I got a lot to do before basketball practice. See ya.
Right. Hi.
Hi.
Am I disturbing you?
No, come on in. I was just having a little drink.
Thank you. I tried to call you, but your line was busy.
Oh.
I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate your helping me.
Oh, no.
Well, I could have gotten sticky. You know.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. I mean, it's been ages since I've been able to rescue a damsel.
You did.
Won't you sit down? I hope you like scotch, because that's all I've got.
Well, I really shouldn't.
Oh, you really should. I've been getting quietly drunk by myself on your little company. Whoops. Water?
Oh, a lot of water.
A lot of water and a lot of scotch coming up. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Sure, why not?
Do you do this often?
What?
Get drunk quietly, all by yourself.
Au contraire, my dear. I am what you might say a teetotaler. I only, for unexpected occasions. And speaking of unexpected, To what do I owe the honor?
I really wanted to thank you for today. But, to tell you the truth, I need your help.
My help?
Yeah. Tomorrow's health science lecture. I'm stuck.
No, I couldn't.
Come on.
No, I couldn't. The gray matter fails to function when pickled in alcohol. Come on, drink up. There's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, I'm fine. Come on, tell me, what's the unexpected occasion?
It's, what you might say, a wake.
Oh. For Jerry Cook.
No. For me. I'm laying to rest the man that never was. The phony Mark Cyprio.
What do you mean, phony?
The big shot idealist who never practiced what he preached.
Oh, I think you're being a little hard on yourself. You're the most admired teacher at MacArthur.
Correction. Was.
What are you talking about?
Well, this is, you might say, the real reason for this is for me to get enough courage to write a letter of resignation.
But why?
Let's just say I'm a coward. Another dead soldier. Almost said student. Another dead student. Oh, God.
They didn't have to do that. I should have stopped them. I should have been pursued. It's all my fault.
What was your fault?
Jerry.
Mark, is there anything I can do for you?
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
And so you can see from this one that when the male sperm comes in contact with the female ovum, a very interesting biological occurrence takes place.
Yeah, 9 months, you get a baby.
Very good, Monica. I couldn't have said it better. All right, open your book to page 85.
It said in the office to give you this.
Mary Jo Collins. Oh, we have a new student, Mary Jo. You transferring from out of state?
Yeah, well, my dad got transferred. And I know all about that sex stuff. I had it all in Phoenix.
I'm sure you did. Why don't you sit by Monica? She seems to know all about the subject, too. Okay, you got them open to 85. It's right next to 84. Monica, why don't you tell Mary Jo the homework assignments?
In this course, honey, it's all homework.
Yeah, but you just can't be late with your assignments.
Hi. Welcome to Big Mac.
Hi, I'm Eric Miller. I'm running for student body president.
Big deal. Hi. Boy, this is real slop. Almost as bad as the last school I was in.
Where was that? Phoenix?
Yeah. I've been in more schools than you can count all over the world. My dad's an architect.
That sounds super. I never get to go anywhere.
What does your father do?
He's a doctor.
Hey, that's pretty heavy.
My mother's dead. He's got a new girlfriend, though.
You like her?
She's a witch. She's only 4 years older than I am.
Oh, that's tough. Okay.
Mark? Hi.
Hi.
How do you feel?
Rotten.
I'm not surprised.
I made a fool out of myself last night. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It happens to everybody sometime or other.
Did I say anything out of line?
I really wasn't paying much attention.
Oh.
You had quite a bit to drink.
Yeah, I'd like to make it up to you. Oh, would you like to have dinner tonight?
No, you don't have to do
No,
that.
really, I'd like to. I know a little place. Pick you up about 7:30.
Sure, why not?
Hi. Hi, Eric.
Get this biology notes for me?
Sure.
Good. Here's the ones from history.
Thanks.
Don't forget to vote for me Friday.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you're late. I'm here. Come on. Where are we going? Come on.
Hi.
Hi. Sammy, this is the girl I was telling you about.
You new here.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Thanks. Why don't you meet me at the river bottom after practice?
Okay.
Good. See you.
Hey, what's with this dude? Don't worry, he'll come around. Where is it we're supposed to meet him? Just the place we hang out. It's called the River Bottom.
You know it? I sure do. It's a beer bar in the valley.
Police emergency. This is Sergeant Anderson. Request the ambulance immediately at MacArthur High. Girls' gymnasium. Please hurry. Right, on the double. No, Bill. The ambulance is on the way now, and I can handle the arrest here. What about Linda?
She's out making a buy.
All right, talk to you later.
Miss Jameson, hi. I heard about what happened. It's terrible. Can you give me a few details so I can write a story on it?
Yes, Eric. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you about a lot of things. Down at headquarters.
Come on, hang in there, baby. Don't quit on me now.
Oh.
I did it. That's 84,000. You'll never beat that, Sam.
Oh, okay, I surrender.
That's $5 you owe me. Where'd you learn to play like that? Oh, the guy I was going with in Phoenix taught me. Listen, I'll play you once more.
No way.
I gotta go to the ladies.
You want Nolan?
No. I thought you were supposed to get me some stuff.
Hey, what's a nice little chick like you doing fooling around with that stuff?
How about yourself? How'd you get hooked, Sam? I thought you were supposed to be a big-time basketball star.
Well, I had a lot of operations on my knee. And I need it sometimes when the pain gets bad.
Then don't preach at me. I get enough of that at home.
Well, what's the deal? It's getting late.
Yes, Sam. Are you going to get me something or not? Because if you don't get it,
I'll get it from somebody else.
You better be careful. There's a lot of bad stuff going around.
That's why you're my man. I trust you.
Okay. What do you need? I'll meet you in 20 minutes. Okay, let's go.
Well, it's about time.
Why don't you, wait for me at the bar? I want to say something to Monica.
Secrets?
You got your car here?
Yeah, why?
Okay, go get in it and take off.
What's wrong?
Your old friend, she's a cop. Okay, let's go.
Hey, what's going on?
That's the Stewart chick, man.
Yeah, I know that, man, but where's Linda and Jenny?
Slide over.
Damn, they must have gone out the back.
Let's get them, Joe.
Nothing. We blew it, man.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to be a chemist. I was at the top of my class. I thought I'd work for a large corporation. Thank you. And develop a whole flood of new synthetics to make $1 million. My wife died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And all of a sudden, I lost my drive. Making money didn't seem to mean anything anymore. So I turned to teaching. And I enjoyed it, you know.
But last night you said you were going to resign.
I did.
Yeah.
It's a career decision I have to make. It's funny, I feel like I'm back where I started from.
You don't really mean that.
Shall we order?
Why'd you pick her? Huh? You could have picked 20 other people in the department that had more experience. You didn't have to pick my wife. No,
Sorry, Ma. What can I tell you, man? Would you tell me what in God's name I can say to this man? What did I do, say I'm sorry that I got your wife killed? I'm sorry she got beat to a pulp because we screwed up. We blew the tail. What the hell can I say to her?
Okay, you can blame yourself. There's nothing we can do. It just happened. Besides, I'm the one who picked her. I'm as much at fault as anybody. If you're going to blame somebody, God knows I'm sorry, too.
My God, this is a rotten business.
Sure is.
What are you standing there for? What do you got on Sam Jennings?
Nothing yet. We have an APB out on him.
Charlie, what the hell is going on?
Let me tell you something, Miller. I'm not ready for you. I had your son picked up because I got enough evidence on him. He's guilty up to here in this thing.
That's impossible.
Councilman, There's a girl today who almost died of an overdose, and just before they put her in the ambulance, she told me it was Eric who sold her the stuff.
Well, you can't be sure.
I hope not, for your sake.
So you saying you're certain you were nowhere near the campus when Jerry Cook was killed, right?
Somebody would tell me what's going on here.
In a minute.
Pete, Joe.
I have no... What are you doing here?
I'm a police officer, Mark. I'm investigating narcotics at MacArthur High.
Sit down. Come on, you know what this is all about, son.
No, I have no idea.
Come on, man, we're not in any mood to play games with you. Now, one of our policewomen was killed last night by some of your dope peddling friends, and we think you're involved.
It's funny.
What's funny?
I was gonna tell you all about it when we got home.
Yeah, well, you just tell us all about it now.
I was at the stadium when Jerry Cook was killed.
Why were you there?
I knew he was on drugs. I knew he was pushing them. I tried to get him to quit. That night he called me at home and he said he wanted to meet me. Said he'd finally decided. But that he was afraid of the people he was working for.
Did he give you any names?
He said he'd tell me when we got together. Said that if I thought he should, he'd turn himself into the police. But I was too late.
What happened?
He was struggling with someone. Then he fell. I looked up and I recognized the person.
Mickey Ross?
That's right. How did you know?
Because he's the same person who met you in the school parking lot the next day.
Where did you know him from?
We lived on the same block together. We were kind of kids together.
What about Jay Stemper? Do you know him too?
Yes, I know Jay Stemper.
Kill Mickey, we'll never nail him.
Just because I'm a cop doesn't mean we're still not friends. He's right. We need Mickey's testimony.
And you gotta help us, buddy. Listen, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to that girl who was killed tonight. She was just a young girl. Had everything going.
And so do you, Sam.
No! I'm trapped!
No!
I'm just a junkie! That's how they got me to push the stuff. And at my own school. But it was Stemper. He gave the orders.
You can kick it, Sam. You can be an example to all the kids.
You kill Mickey and it's all over for you, buddy. I mean, you'll never find out.
Believe me, Sam. Trust us.
You wouldn't kid me, would you?
We wouldn't kid you.
Okay, now look. We've got confessions from Monica Stewart and Sam Jennings that you were involved in pushing drugs at MacArthur High, plus a statement from Bonnie Holmes. Now, you got anything to say, Art?
Okay, it's true. But I was never on that stuff like they were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just needed that money for my campaign. My dad taught me that. You gotta have a lot of money to run a decent campaign. And a red-hot issue to interest the voters. He'll understand. Get me out of this. He was a great attorney. I thought, you know, just a prank. I'll probably be on, you know, probation for a while. This shouldn't affect my future in politics. You read the papers, right?
Yeah, I read the papers.
Got my life tied up in that boy. What do I do now?
Well, the way I see it, Mr. Miller, you'll probably live up to your son's expectations. You go out and hire him a very expensive attorney, get him off with a very light or suspended sentence.
I don't think that's funny.
Neither do I.
Are we any closer, Mrs. Klein? Was her hair this long?
Well, maybe it wasn't so. Oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I just can't.
Mrs. Klein, why don't we forget about their faces for a minute? Do you remember if there was anything unique about their voices? I mean, did one of them have an accent or a brogue, anything like that?
Oh, they were so sweet, so kind.
They stole your money, Mrs. Klein. They were thieves.
That money, it was everything I had to see me through. What can I do? What can I do?
What do I do? I'll tell you what she does. She dies.
All right, Bill. Hey,
Oh,
Pete.
thanks. Pete.
Anything?
No, she's not going to be much help to us. We might as well scratch identification.
You can scratch her bank account, too. My neighbors got it pretty good this time.
Yeah.
Left her with a fat balance of $67.43.
Not even enough to buy her a wooden box.
Pepper, will you stop being so overly dramatic?
That could be any one of us. You realize that when we reach her age? You think she planned it that way? To be old, alone, piecing out her money so it'll last till she dies?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. If we get emotionally involved, every time some lady walks in here who's lost her bank account, we'll end up basket cases.
Well, those sweet, lovely broads that ran their game on her, they stole the one thing that let her live with pride and independence. If she's like the rest of the women this has happened to, she'll be dead in a couple of months. I'll go get her tea. But you get somebody else to tell her that.
She's my good friend, you see. She always waves to me when I'm on my way to church.
This is the police. Open the door.
Then I saw her.
Mrs. Fisk, are you there?
And that's when I...
Jerry, we're going to have to kick this door down.
At that moment...
Mrs. Fisk! Mrs. Fisk!
Jenny, are you in here?
Are you sure she's at home?
Well, she's got to be. Maybe she's in her bed and can't get to the door. No, don't you go. I'll go. You just frighten her. Jenny? Oh, there's Bozo. Is your mommy in here, honey? I'll go see.
Jerry, contact homicide and have them meet us over here for a possible dead body.
Well, what is it? Closed coffin. Closed coffin is always better after an autopsy.
You've been through this before.
No, thank you.
Yes, there's nothing but old people left on this street. Death comes as regular as a paper boy and a lot more dependable. Why, Mr. Mitchell said that he went to 3 funerals on one clean shirt the other day. Here, don't hold back on the cookies.
So you went over to see if there was something wrong?
And to apologize. We had a real set-to on Friday, Jenny and me.
Mrs. Ray, homicide called us in because...
About the money. Yes, I know. That's just what I wanted to tell you. On Friday, Jenny runs in here all twittery. She'd been waiting by the bus, and she met a lady down there, a widow lady like her.
Pigeon drop.
Did she give them any money?
No. She took everything she had out of the bank. But then they scared her, and she ran. That's why she was killed, isn't it?
It's possible. We're looking into it.
Have her children been notified?
Children? People our age don't have children. They have all grown into strangers. That's all life amounts to. Bearing them and having them turn into strangers. Jenny has a girl. I phoned her this morning before you got here. She lives upstate.
Oh, at least I found the dress. She bought it for my father's funeral 15 years ago. Now if we can find the brooch Dad gave her.
Mrs. DeWitt, we may not find that brooch.
Oh, it has to be here somewhere. She always wore it.
That's just it. She probably was wearing it. When they found your mother's body, the collar on her blouse was torn. I'm sorry.
That's horrible.
Yes.
I mean, they kill someone and then they... I don't believe it. I mean, why would they steal that and then leave something as valuable as the tea service? Wait a minute. Where's my father's medals? They were my mother's prized possession, his medals. The Croix de Guerre and some others from World War I. She had them hanging right there on the wall in a shadow box, and they were just beautiful. Excuse me.
Hi.
Yes?
Who was the police department? It's Sergeant Anderson.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hiya, Pete.
Please, Joe.
Hi, Tuck. We were in the neighborhood. Thought we'd stop by and see if you got anything.
No. Mrs. DeWitt, we're virtually sure now that your mother was the victim of one of the oldest bunco games in town, the pigeon drop.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know what that means.
Well, it's terribly complicated. How do we explain it? Do you think we want to try to show it?
Sure.
To her? Look, I'll be your mother, and this is a park bench, and or a bus stop, Pete. Any place an older woman would sit, and these are con men, or in this case, women. Now, we just sit here. How do you do?
Hello. I'm respectable and I cry a lot.
And now she casually mentions to me that her husband has just died, or her son or daughter, and she's just collected the insurance money, and she shows it to me. Thousands of dollars. And then the other one just happens along.
That's me.
The partner's usually black.
And I just happen to be here.
That makes it a little easier to look like we're not friends.
And it makes it easier for me, Con, too, to play the part of a maid, cleaning lady, nurse, etc.
Mm-hmm. Now, then she goes into her act.
Why, looky here.
Now, she pretends to find a wallet filled with money and no identification. Now, here's the important thing, now. Inside the wallet, there are markers. You know, like policy slips, exacta tickets, things that show that the money has been obtained illegally. You know, like through gambling, things like that.
Now, look, darling, I don't know nothing about finding no money.
First move. She claims to have a boss in an office around the corner. So she says she'll take it to him. She does. She comes back, she says everything's okay, the money belongs to us, we can split it 3 ways. But the boss has kept the money. He wants each lady to come up alone and prove she can handle money. And for him, he says that's to show that she has a sizable earning or savings.
Right. Now, for me, that's easy. I pretend to go and show him my insurance money. And then I come back and show her my share.
Mm-hmm. But what about me? I'm just waiting for the bus. I have no cash on me.
Well, honey, you certainly must have some money. I mean, in a bank or someplace.
Well, yes, my savings account, $6,000-$7,000.
Why, darling, that do just fine.
You bet it will. Now, so one of them, she hustles me off to the bank, and I'm so confused. I'm your mother, whoever, and I withdraw all my savings. But her boss has now become itchy. Doesn't want any more strangers coming up.
So you stay right here, and I'll take it to him, you hear?
So she takes my money, in a few minutes comes back, all smiles, and says, it's fine. All you have to do is go up and collect your share. So they send me off on my merry way to an address that doesn't exist. And when I get back, they have melted away like snow.
It's cruel.
Yes, it is. But unfortunately, an awful lot of people are greedy, and that's why it works.
But they didn't get my mother's money. She brought it home.
No, she didn't buy their story, but they got it all right.
Pep, Joe and I are going to have to take a ride. I don't know, but I got this postcard this afternoon, and I had this picture of a pizza parlor on it. It didn't make sense to me then, but now I want to check it out.
All right.
See you back at the office, Pep. It's nice meeting you.
We're not open for business yet.
Well, look, we're here to see Mr. Ottoman.
Oh, yeah, him. Well, he's in back.
Behold, the Reverend Otto Ottoman.
Otto, please.
Too much, huh?
Too much for what?
For me. For Reverend Otto, High Priest, Secretary, President, Treasurer, the Joy in the Morning Tabernacle. Gentlemen, I have seen the light. Would I lie to you?
Otto.
Well, let me rephrase that. Would the city-wide and universal mail-order school of divinity lie to you? My diploma. As of Saturday morning, that pizza parlor in there will no longer be a den of pasta. It will reopen as the Joy in the Morning Tabernacle.
Otto, my friend, I got very funny ears. And right now they hear the sound of a ripoff.
Well, precisely why I sent you that card. I thought we could strike up an agreement whereby the opening of the tabernacle would not be interfered with by the police.
Mm-hmm. Now those funny ears hear the sound of us scratching your back and you scratching ours, right?
Crudely put, but succinct. Gentlemen, it has come to my attention that you have been making enquiries around this town regarding that most venal of crimes, pigeon drop.
Scratch a little harder.
In my quest for souls, I've heard that a former competitor of mine is now among us. And he dwells, as the good book says, where the woodbine twineth and the waters rolleth freely.
And so, Otto?
Well, gentlemen, I've given you a parable, and a parable's a mystery.
I'll tell you what, Otto. If we solve this trip, there's going to be high times in the Joy in the Morning Tabernacle. But if we don't, no more dress up.
Mm-mm.
Where the woodbine twineth and the waters runneth freely. Well, at least that checks out.
Hold it. Let's chalk one up for Otto. That's Benny Bates.
It's one of Otto's former competitors.
Mm-hmm.
He's out on parole.
It is. It's got to be.
What?
That sure fits the description of the brooch Mrs. Fisk was wearing.
You sure?
I'm positive.
There's nothing we can do about it now. I don't want to make a move till we can pin it on all of them.
I wonder.
Wonder what?
How long it'd take me to learn to walk like that. In advance. Pay the man.
Refund if you check out before 5.
Well, there's not much chance of that, is there, honey?
No comments.
Here you are, number 10. Plenty of privacy.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
I don't believe it.
Looks like an old James Bond movie, doesn't it?
Black satin sheet?
I like it. Here you want the stuff put.
Oh, the little one up on the dresser.
Okay, here you go. It's kind of homey, though, isn't it?
Depends on where you grew up.
Look at this bed. Oh! This is fantastic. I hope you brought your Dramamine.
I'm getting seasick just looking at you.
Oh, now I'm beginning to hope Pete and Joe don't call too soon.
I'm going to get out of this ridiculous outfit and get into some working clothes.
Why do I have the feeling there's somebody up there looking back at me?
You know, we could be the first couple to spend the whole night in this joint.
How do you feel about a little television?
Okay.
Ha! Call desk for selections of adult movies. What grabs you?
Nothing, I hope. You really going to turn that on?
Uh-huh. Then I'm going to see if it turns me on.
Who says crime doesn't pay? I wonder how much Benny's giving up for that pad over there.
Well, you can always go back to your old job, Silky.
What? I'm ready to retire, man.
Hey, that's nothing. Just some cleaning lady. I wonder what she's lifted in that bag.
Probably a dead biscuit.
You think so?
It ain't moving. It's not a bad-looking broad. It's Benny's chick, man. There's the other half of the centerfold.
I like the way she looked yesterday better. I'm gonna go phone Lola Getz.
Pete?
Right. Well, whatever Lola wants, we just got.
Oh, yeah, where are you, Pete?
We're still at Benny's pad. We're just getting ready to split. Now, the light one looks like the PTA just voted her Miss Congeniality. The dark one looks like about $8 an hour plus car fare.
Lisa?
We'll meet you on the radio.
Turned off. They're headed for the park.
Makes sense. Old ladies coming home after a day of just killing time. Maids headed for buses.
Just remember our emphasis is on the one man who's calling the shots.
Think we can pull him out?
That's what we get paid for.
They're casing the park.
Looking for a bus stop?
Could be. They're turning into Chambers Street. They're parking.
Okay, boys, thanks.
Tell him we'll take it from here.
The boss says we'll take it. And isn't it hot today? There's the hanky. Here comes the sob story.
Henry used to love the park.
We buried him last week.
All
I have left of him, sniffle, sniffle, is his insurance money. Oh, there, dear, I understand. Yes, I lost my husband, too. But you'll get over it. We all do. Oh, great. Look what I found. A wallet. Look at this. Huh.
Oh, that's great. Pigeon gun on the bus.
I wonder how you translate that gesture.
That's a pretty long gesture for a four-letter word. The maid is taken off. I guess you're gonna try it again. Just why not? This must be the best spot in town. All the retirement homes in this area, there's a bank about a block down the street.
What do you think? We ought to just play this one by ear?
Yeah, let's let him run with it. I think I'll send Joe home. See if he can still fit into his old uniform.
Do you mind, ladies? You were giving an Academy Awards performance. The envelope, please.
This a friend of yours? This ain't nobody's friend.
Except for that big man in blue right over there. You put that envelope in my hand or he'll be here before you can scratch where you itch.
Honey, I got just one word for you.
And that word is help! You move and you're in big trouble. Officer, help!
Yes, what seems to be the trouble, lady?
See, I did it.
What is it?
Shall we tell him, girls?
Somebody better tell me something and tell me fast, okay?
Well, my friends keep telling me that I'm crazy the way I walk through the park like I do, and I say they're fraidy cats, that we've got the best police force in the world right here. All I have to do is yell and I'll have all the help I need. I know it isn't legal, but we make bets, and we put the money in an envelope, and whoever wins, well, she's got the envelope, and I won. I know it isn't legal.
Well, I guess I can't lock you up for a little gambling this time. Best police force in the world, huh?
And the best looking.
Thank you.
Come on, be a sport. Pay up. Give me the envelope.
Well, I guess in that case, ladies, we have to pay up, huh?
Now, I'll just write my name and address very plainly so everybody'll know it's mine. Oh, you don't know how much help you've been.
Thank
See,
you.
I told you they were wonderful. That's for being so nice.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you today?
What have you got in mind?
I'm on duty.
Well, I can't speak for my friends here, and I can't stop you from calling me. You saw me right down where I live. Evenings, like tonight, if I'm not home around 7, I'm usually in a heap of trouble.
Well, now, let's hope that doesn't happen, okay? Ladies, have a fine day.
Thank you, officer. All right, I want in.
Sister, you gotta be
Honey, you want another sample.
Rip off? She didn't only rip you off. She used a cop to do it.
Go on, tell us how we should have done it, Mr. Boss Man.
You gotta be something else.
Name it. I've got a name for it.
All right. Now, what's the punchline?
I already told them. In.
Sorry, baby. What I need, I've got. Except the cash.
Let me tell you something, girls. When a set of muscles like this stands between you and the door, there's only one way out. Something missing. She put it in there. I saw her. Sorry about that. Your hired help was so busy trying to figure out how to get me thrown under a moving car, they didn't notice when I dropped the envelope in a mailbox. And even with postage due, there's nothing going to stop that mailman from delivering it to the Charles Motel. You sure you've got everything you need? Well, then I'll just be running along. Smile, ladies. I'm telling you, they're really cagey.
Yeah, well, I think I got an idea that might move you in a little tighter. Okay, just shut up and I'll get you a lawyer.
Raina?
They picked her up. Parole violation. How? How did they track her down? She changed her name.
Cops?
Cops don't knock.
I knew a nice man once who said he learned one thing in the Army, never raise your hand to volunteer. But he was a klutz anyway.
I should have known.
What's she talking about?
Oh, I just dropped by to say as long as one of your cozy family decided to retire, I might step in. And look at all the money I've saved you. You don't even have to take out an ad in the paper.
You did it.
Honey, you got an awful lot to learn. And you might as well start right now. If we're gonna work together, you can't blow it like you did this afternoon. We've got to polish the act. So smooth it'll slide like satin over bare skin.
I ain't working with her.
Tell her, Benny.
I'm not working with her. You can't trust a broad like that.
He knows that. He knows you can trust what I do. And that's what it's all about, isn't it, Alfie? Tomorrow we'll talk about our business arrangements, and that's what it is. Business.
Maybe we should drink tonight.
When I need a Boy Scout to help me across the street and open doors, I'll call you.
I've earned my merit badges.
Then go home and rub two sticks together.
I don't like wasting time.
You are, Benny. I've been looking for something for a long time, and maybe you're it, but that's something you're going to have to prove. I know what I'm worth. I know what I have to offer. I'm not going to settle for somebody who nickels and dimes little old ladies.
Then we're headed down the same road.
As I said, prove it. You can start tomorrow. And until then, I'm sure you won't spend a lonely night.
Good night.
Who is it?
Paul Newman.
You're on.
I don't believe you. Who writes your dialogue?
Whoever it is, remind me to send him a check in the morning. Benny wants us to run a game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I heard. We sure got to come up with a plausible victim. Are you really going to try to sleep on this thing?
And spend the night hanging over the rail? No thanks. That's my spot. I got to get out of this microphone.
Oh, you need some help?
Just watch your TV.
I've seen everything they have to offer, including the selected shores.
Use your imagination.
You know, if we run that game tomorrow afternoon, it's got to do two things.
Yeah.
It's not only got to bring a couple of roaches out from under the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to provide us with enough physical evidence to exterminate them.
And as you said, we need a very special victim.
I have a brilliant idea. I think I know exactly where to find one.
And when I lay on these hands, you're gonna feel the spirit rise right up through you. And you're gonna raise up your arms and say, where's the free soup? This is not a mission.
You can say that again.
So in conclusion...
So in conclusion?
A short prayer. Go thou and do likewise. Sister Clara, if you please.
Just exactly what does go thou and do likewise have to do with anything?
Why, that's the beauty of the scripture, sister. It can be interpreted in so many ways.
Hello, Otto.
Well, did
Clara?
you catch the show?
Yeah, I was back there in standing room only.
Well, I must apologize for the size of the crowd. I suppose my costume put them off. But you did notice that I did not violate my parole, nor was I associating with any known criminal.
Looks to me like you're not associating with much of anybody, Otto.
Yes, brother. The road to salvation is a lonely road. Why exactly are you here?
Well, I tell you, I need a mark.
Sinful, shameless, not me.
No, as a matter of fact, I really had more in mind your associate here.
I've served my time.
Oh, yes. Sister Clara, she's been rehabilitated.
Yeah, well, I gotta say this for you, sister. You sure play a nice piano. That's a very nice piano. Don't want to put any pressure on you, Otto, but you don't mind if I check the serial number, do you?
Oh, if you take away our music, that's like heaven without the choir.
304168. I think I'll just run that up at stolen property.
Sister Clara. Sister Clara, have you no charity? Why, the Lord and the police work in mysterious ways. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Arise, Sister Clara, arise, and go all of you, and do thou likewise. Move it.
Okay, let's try it again. Just think of it. A third of this money can be yours if you can prove to her boss that you can handle money.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'll go right down to the bank with you and let you clean me out.
Clara, come on, will you?
Listen, I know it works. It always worked for me. Maybe you got the wrong mark. What you really need is a little old lady instead of a lady in her prime.
We'll fix you up. We'll do something with your hair. We'll really make you look
Let's take
good.
a break, okay? Huh, Clara? Why don't you grab yourself a cup of coffee?
Coffee ain't what I need.
Yeah, well, why don't you try it anyway? It's been out there long enough to be 80 proof by now.
Terrific.
It's one of my best ideas. It's not gonna work. She's been on the other side of the fence so long, it's like asking the Indians to play the cowboys.
Well, we don't have time to find anybody else.
Maybe we just better ask Reverend Otto to pray for a miracle. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll just keep my eyes shut.
Well, if you want to see the play, I'd open them. Here comes Betty Davis now.
Did you ever have a feeling there was a dam right behind your head that was about to bust? Look at her. She's not even on the right bench.
But I wouldn't worry about it, Bill. Pepper will find her.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, my. You're a widow, too.
You're doing real good, honey.
Clara, if you don't stop coaching me, I'm going to give it to you right between your blues.
Just trying to tell you that you're doing...
You tell me nothing. You are a poor old widow. Remember that.
That must be sweat and blood.
Well, it's a little late to give her a transfusion.
Part of this get-up you gave me, it just... Well, it ain't me.
Well, it better sit good fast, because here she comes.
This isn't yours, is it? I thought I saw a wallet. Oh, finders keepers.
Let me see the money. Oh, my goodness.
Is there anything in there besides money?
Just these.
Looks like race tickets and...
I'll tell you what they are. Mr. Rich Man must have been a gambling man. And from the looks of the take, I figure it to be... $10,000. He must have hit the exacta. And if he hit the exacta yesterday, why, the payoff must have been, let's see.
You a gambler?
Oh, girl, let me tell you, I got... No, goodness gracious, no. You see, my husband, my late husband, he played a little bang-tail bingo.
Bang-tail bingo? Now what's she up to?
Well, I tell you, the girl's got more action than Saturday night at the roller derby.
Clara, you almost blew it. Don't worry about me, honey. Of course, it does feel kind of spooky being the mark instead of the marquee, if you know what I mean.
Well, I guess we might as well relax and wait for step number 3.
Here she comes. If we ever make it out of step 4, it'll be a miracle. You guys keep an eye on Dee for me while I talk to Pep.
Well, I hope you heard that loud and clear.
Oh, I wish I hadn't. What do you think?
Well, we can't risk it. If she's not onto us by now, she will be in a minute.
Listen, it ain't my fault.
No, but you said enough to get us in trouble, so...
I told you from the beginning, no way could I be a little old lady in tennis shoes.
Clara, it's my fault. I just should have paid attention to you, that's all.
It's okay. You want to get her home?
Yeah, I'll get her home.
I better get back before Dee does too much heavy
Why don't you do that?
I'm really sorry. It's just that
Clara, let me tell you something.
I've been rehabilitated, you know what I
Honey,
mean?
Don't swear. It's tough for you to go straight. I understand that.
Where is she?
I cut out. We picked the wrong mark. She started asking too many questions. Come on, before she gets too many answers.
You know you blew it.
All right, knock it off.
Shut up, the both of you!
Never worked before. Amateurs, that's what you are. You're amateurs. If you think I'm going to run this game with a lunk like this, you're crazy.
Keep it up, and you're gonna get what you're asking for.
She's all yours.
Sit down!
Here's a few dimes. When you know what you're doing, call me.
And I'm telling you, Pepper, it'll work. It'll still work. Look, I chose the wrong broad, that's all. I made a mistake. I mean, I'm entitled, right? Yeah, I mean, all we gotta do is just find the right little old lady, somebody who'll swing with it.
What do you think? Do you think Mrs. Ray would work?
Me? Act? Why, I used to turn green in Sunday school if I had to say a piece.
These are the people we think killed your friend.
Mrs. Ray, we need your help. We need your help bad. These people are preying on elderly women.
All right. I'll do it.
Here, let me check the bag.
You gonna answer that? It's the third ring. It's gotta be Benny.
Yeah, let him sweat. He'll call back. There. Look at that.
She looks terrific. That's terrific.
You look great.
Well, I feel absolutely naked without my lipstick.
You certainly came to the right place for it.
Oh, don't you worry, Sergeant Crowley. I know exactly what this place is. I have always wanted to see the inside of one of these motels since I first heard about them. Look at that. Don't!
So why don't we turn on the TV and watch Father Knows Best?
Yes. Yeah, Benny, go ahead.
She won't give you any trouble.
And I'm to believe that?
You want it carved in stone?
All right, Benny. Tell Dee to meet me at the same place in the park in half an hour. There's still time for one more try today, but that's all you get. One more try. Half an hour.
We all set?
Set.
Okay, listen, why don't you take your own car? I'll meet you back here later.
See you on the bench.
Mrs. Ray, you gonna ride with me? Okay. You sure you're still game?
Oh, I'm game.
Good. Okay. Now, I'm the bank. You come back to me for the money. But when it's all over, when Pepper sends you on your way, don't come back to me. Don't come back here. Go all the way around the corner and meet Joe.
Now, I'll be there, and I'll take you home, okay?
Now, is that clear?
Perfectly. Just as clear as all the other times you told me.
Yeah, well, sorry, it's just I want to be sure that...
It's all right. One can't be too careful.
Yeah. Okay, well, now, you're ready.
I'm eager. Now I better start thinking old. No, that's wrong. I better start looking old and thinking young. Oh, I just wish my son was here. On the other hand, maybe it's just as well. He'd probably be convinced it's time to put me away in a nice, quiet home somewhere. This is for you. For all of you. It's cookies. It may be a long wait.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ray, would you ever consider taking the entrance exam to the police academy?
No. I look dreadful in blue.
Is this yours?
Why, no, it isn't mine.
No, it's not mine.
My God.
What a lot of money. Why, oh, and what a beautiful brooch. It must have wonderful associations for you. What are those things mixed up with the money?
Racetrack tickets, maybe they're still good.
Okay, here's the money. This is the 14,000.
It's going rather well, isn't it?
Yes, it is so far.
In fact, it's going so well that when this whole thing's over with, I may buy you a champagne cocktail.
But it's not over. Not until you make the arrest.
No, that's right.
And that's a change that I want to make. I want to be with you, Sergeant Crowley, when you make that arrest.
I don't think that's a good idea, Mrs. Ray.
It can get kind of messy.
And we just don't want anything to happen to you right now. You understand?
I see. I see that if I'm going to be in on the real excitement, I may have to take that police academy exam.
You're doing very well without it. Now, we better hurry back. She's a very clever girl. Are you ready?
Yes. For the first time, I have sympathy for the women's lib movement.
Well, we did pretty good.
14,000, not bad.
Split, what, 3 ways? Still ain't bad.
I never was very good at division, but it's all safe right here.
This your car?
That's it.
You're doing pretty good for yourself.
I take it off my taxes.
Funny. Hey, open the door.
Oh! If you see Benny, tell him I've decided to retire. I think it'd be a good idea if he did the same thing.
Girl, are you crazy?
A little something to remember you by.
You know what, I think we better swing over here to First. The traffic's really going to be heavy up there by the circle.
We're going to be cutting it pretty close as it is. Because Benny's going to head right for that motel.
Be a good idea if we're there waiting.
You think it's safe to head back to the boulevard?
Looks good to me.
I think Benny made me.
You're kidding.
That's what I said. Benny's behind me and he's coming up fast.
What's your location?
Just past Oak Street, heading south on Helmsdale Boulevard.
Keep going. Don't get off the boulevard. We're at the motel. I'll request black and white assistance for you. We're en route, Pep. Pete, get on the horn and get some assistance. Follow us, Joe. They made Pep.
This is 12Y50 requesting black and white assistance. Code 3. 74 black T-Bird with a vinyl top just past Oak Street going south on Helmsdale Boulevard heading toward the marina.
12Y50, Roger. 13A43 en route. I'll contact you on Cat 1.
back. Pepper, you all right?
Yeah,
She's all right, Bill. 12-52 to 12-90.
Was it worth this?
I told you it was a gift.
From a dead woman.
Tell me something, Dee. How's it feel to take a life? What'd you use to do it with?
I didn't use anything.
She just died of a heart attack, right?
You show me a witness, huh? You got a witness, and then maybe you got a case.
Oh, we've got a witness. All we have to do is wait for them to patch up Benny.
I didn't kill anybody.
Funny, I have a feeling he's going to say exactly the same thing. And Benny's a survivor, Dee. He's going to pin it on you as easily as pinning this, which Mrs. Fisk's daughter identified as her mother's.
I'm going to give you some good advice. If I were you, I'd take advantage of this time and give us your story. Yeah, come in. Pete, did you serve the warrant on Benny's place?
Yeah. That's the first time I ever saw a real Quad gear.
Oh, he must have been a hell of a man.
Oh, by the way, we recovered $8,000.
Well, that's our case. Let's take it to the DA.
All right. Someday I gotta thank you folks for all the help you've been to me.
Let's book her and get her out of our sight. I think I need some air.
Get her booked for us, please. Now, I don't want any ifs, ands, or buts. I want you to get up to the doctor and have him look at that side.
Yeah. Listen, do me a favor and get out the crime report on Mrs. Klein and get her address for me, will you?
Mrs. Klein, you mean the first lady that ran the scam on? What do you need her address for?
I'd like to tell her we have a gift for her.
Pepper should get her money back.
Yeah, she'll get more than that. She'll get her independence back. And that's a present you don't have to put a bow on. Want to come with me?
You're gonna turn me into a basket case here.
He's still on the west side of the street.
I've got him. I'm across the street. What do you think? This the day for the money pass?
Why else would he leave the office in the middle of the afternoon all alone? Hey, Joe, you still with us?
I'm holding him home, but the traffic's getting heavy.
Dump the car. Get in front of it.
Did you see that? Anyone know him?
Hey, Pete, shake down this other turkey. We'll stay with number one.
You got it.
He's still not hinky.
I'm in front of him.
Stay loose. Don't burn it. There he goes toward the high-rise. Pep, go around front.
Why?
Joe, he just made contact with some guy. Gray suit, about 6'2", gray hair, brown shoes. Let's give the guy a light. He just handed him, I think, the matchbook. The guy's coming out. Shake him down. cool out there. Have a nice day.
I have missed you.
Our pigeon's in the coop.
I never thought we'd get together.
Why do you think that?
Are you kidding? Look at you and now look at me. I must be at least twice your age, huh? Oh, Bettina. Beautiful name, beautiful girl.
I think your name is beautiful, too.
What, Sam?
The one that says owner after the name of the company.
How does it look, Bill?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a long day. Hey, Pep, tell me something. Who's in 404?
Miss Bettina Moore. I think Sam just blew my whole image of him as a devout family man.
Well, that's the trouble. Idols, they never last. I think that's a wrap for today. We're not getting anywhere.
Ooh. Besides looks, you got brains. You know something? If you wanted one of those muscle types cats, you know, one of those beach boys, you could hang around a gym and smell sweat, but...
But if I want nice things, stick with Sam.
Right.
Now relax. This is going to be one afternoon you're never going to forget.
Oh, come here.
Moore. Who's Bettina Moore?
Remember that apartment we followed Loverboy to last week?
Sam Corbett.
They've just found that lady very nude and very murdered down at the beach.
With a butcher knife?
Preliminary investigation indicates she was badly beaten, too.
I think we want to buy this one.
I haven't touched a thing, just like the other officers told me.
That's very good, Mr. Lang. Appreciate that. Listen, I think we can handle this. You don't have to hang around.
Oh, I don't have anything else to do. I think I will hang around.
Okay.
Did Miss Moore have many visitors?
At least 5 or 6 every week, and always different.
Well, they obviously weren't coming up for a cooking, unless they were maraschino cherry freaks.
I certainly wish you people would hurry this up. I do have a waiting list.
You have a waiting list?
Of course. Don't you know what's happening nowadays? Apartments are hard to come by, especially a good one like this. I've already had 4 inquiries.
I don't know much about turntables, but that one looks expensive.
Yeah. I know a little about clothing. I'll tell you something. This is expensive.
I wonder what kind of booze she drank.
Bill, something's wrong.
Hmm?
Something about this place that bugs me.
What bugs you?
I don't know. For one, nobody arranges furniture like this, all lined up like a railroad track.
Tell you what it reminds me of. A high-class X-rated motel room.
You would think of that.
We haven't got the waterbed, but we sure got the mirrors, haven't we? Is that what I think it is?
Uh-huh.
Mr. Lang, what's on the other side of this wall?
Another apartment.
Uh-huh. Anybody home?
I don't know.
Well, then why don't we check it out? Mr. Lang, don't get ashes on the rug, will you? Who is this tenant?
I never saw him. He pays his rent by mail, strictly cash. But he's very quiet. He never disturbs any of the tenants. Mr. Cornwell? Mr. Cornwell?
Why don't you just let us in, Mr. Lang?
Are you sure that I can do this?
I'm sure Mr. Cornwell won't mind.
Good grief.
What's the matter? Oh,
Looks a little like your place.
thank you. Aha, bingo.
Look at this. Nice view.
What do you think this is?
I don't know. Jaws?
I gotta admit, the lady is no prude.
I'll even admit the lady is no lady.
Wonder what other talent she's got. Joe, what'd you come up with?
Nothing local. She took 3 prostitution busts in New York City.
I don't know. Maybe it's my own personal vendetta. I'd like to assume that Sam Corbett's tied in with her killing.
Him and the butcher knife.
Yeah? Sam Corbett?
That's pretty weird. You think that's weird? You should have been with me the time I was in Cleveland. I met this lady one time.
Talking about the butcher knife, not the film. You ever know a hitman who used one?
Maybe our hitman didn't want us to know he was a hitman. Anyway, we better get out there and find Bettina Moore's partner before the guy with the butcher knife finds him.
Which means?
I want us to get out there and hit on every snitch, pimp, and streetwalker and start shoving. And that's tonight.
Which means no more warm dinner again.
Come on.
Bill, the off switch is where it says off.
Huh?
Good evening.
Hey, man, I'm clean.
I know that. You're always clean. There's a girl I want some information on. Now take a good look. Tell me if you know her name or anything about her.
Hey, she's a real good looker.
Hooker.
Hooker?
Mm-hmm.
She don't look like a hooker.
Bustlers never do, do they? You ever see her before?
Nah, I remember her. Nah, never did. What'd she do, Sanj?
She got herself killed.
On your evening's trip to the pleasures of sensuality.
Hello, Candy. I'm Bill. This is Pepper.
I just love groovy people. You know, we have a special established especially for couples.
You take credit cards?
Bring it back. Oh, yes. We accept all the major...
Do you have a special rate for cops?
You must be kidding.
Just tell Andy Benjamin that Crowley's here, okay? I wouldn't eat that unless you have a sweet tooth for penicillin.
Crowley, get your rear end in here.
Come here, off.
Bill Crowley, you old son of a gun. Come here, let me get a look at you.
How you been, sweetheart?
Terrific.
Thank you.
Say, you're looking great.
So are you.
Oh, I declare it makes a person want to take off a couple of pounds and go courting.
Sweetheart, before you lose any poundage, I gotta tell you, I personally like my women with little meat on it.
Your lady friend looks well proportioned to me, William.
Maybe you like them skinny. Say hello to Pepper Anderson.
And Benjamin, how do you do?
Well, hello, girl. Neat stuff.
Thank you.
What brings you out, Willie boy?
Well, I got a snapshot here I'd like to have you take a look at. This little lady, look familiar to you? You ever seen her before?
My. Popular girl.
Oh?
Lots of folks asking about her lately.
Would one of them be Sam Corbett, by any chance?
Just folks.
Bettina is dead. And we know she was the front end of a shakedown team.
Yeah, I need to know the guy who was the back end.
William, it's a good thing you're a cop. You'd starve to death if you were out on the street. Bettina Moore's peep eye wasn't no guy. It was a little chick named Sheila.
The girl.
What was Sheila's last name?
And what's the winning horse in tomorrow's feature? Man, you gotta do something yourself.
And I don't suppose you have any idea where she is.
Did I tell you I have to go for a hearing about my massage license?
No, you failed to mention that.
Seems one of our girls was indiscreet with one of our young customers who turned out to be one of your fellow police officers. You get my meaning?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Annie Benjamin. I'll say a couple of words to a couple of guys down in Vice.
Bless you, Willie.
Now, what are you going to do for me?
One hears that there may be a motorhome parked on Cabrillo Beach.
Like where?
About 100 yards west of the main highway.
The salt air might do us some good. Thanks a lot, sweetheart.
Anytime, Willie. Do tell those guys down at the Morals unit not to bust me on Saturday night.
Oh, how's Tuesday night, Greg?
What's she got that I haven't got?
A weekly physical.
Candy, turn up that air conditioner. It's getting hot in here. Candy, where are you? Who are you? What do you want?
Motor's still warm.
Maybe we better knock first.
You're naughty, you know that.
Uh-huh. Hello? Don't open up, police.
Did you ever work the massage parlors downtown?
What?
You ever hear of a person named Ann Benjamin?
No.
All right, let's start at the beginning. Now, what's your name?
Sumner, Sheila Sumner.
Who was this guy?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know who was trying to kill you?
No.
Sheila, we want you to tell us about Bettina.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think you understand. I mean, Bettina is dead.
Oh, I understand just fine. I don't want to talk about it. Have you heard of my right to remain silent, the Miranda decision? Heard of that?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. Have you ever heard of the penal code and how extortion can get you 10 years in the state prison?
Bill? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Bill?
Yeah.
That was Joe on the telephone from the hospital.
Auntie Benjamin's in intensive care, and it looks like it's going to be a long time before she does any talking to anyone.
You see, we're obviously not the only ones curious about your operation.
Sheila, this is just the start. They're not going to quit. Why don't you let us help you?
I don't know what to do. I just don't know.
Sheila, why don't you trust us? You know, we're not going to let anybody hurt you. Really.
What do you want to know?
We want to know about your and Bettina's operation.
Okay. We've been working it about a year. It was easy. The money was good.
But why did you pick Corbett as a mark? I mean, don't you think that was a little risky?
Yeah, it was a little bit stupid. We didn't even know he was with the mob. We thought he was some guy with a finance company. By the time we found out, it was too late.
Yeah. You want to tell us about that night?
Bettina went out to meet him. When she didn't come back, I went to look for her. And I found her.
Then what'd you do?
I came out here.
Anybody else know you were living at the beach?
No one.
Has Corbett ever seen you?
No, that was Bettina's number. I just worked the background.
Yeah, well, he may not have seen you, but he obviously knows you exist. Pete, listen. Take her over to the Victorian. Tuck her in for the night. We'll touch bases in the morning. We're going to put you out of circulation so we can put Mr. Corbett out of circulation.
No, we'll take care of you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Let's check out this camp.
Yes, sir, Mr. Smith. I hope you and Mrs. Smith enjoy your stay here. Room 416.
Thank you. Presidential suite awaits us. Madame. Whew. Might as well relax. Everything's cool.
You out of your mind. Why is everything cool? Because we registered as Mr. and Mrs. Smith and we've got luggage. It's just like the old days, isn't it?
Lighten up.
I saw you register. I watched you. You think I'm a hooker, so stop playing it like the sound of music.
Listen, I don't care if you're a hooker or a nun. You know, that's not my trip. So you might as well relax. I'm a friend.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I never did that before.
Well, maybe you ought to do it more often.
Phone, Mr. Corbett.
Hello?
Mr. Corbett,
Who is this?
just a fan of yours, Sam. Especially those movies you make.
What is this, a joke? I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, Sam, you may have thought you solved all your problems with Bettina, but they've just begun with me. Oh, well.
Oh, wait a minute now, wait a minute. Hang on. What do you say we get together and talk about this?
Sam, you're a moody fellow. First you don't want to, then you do want to. Well, you insist.
Good. Well, why don't you meet me in my office in about, say about an hour?
Not today, but we'll get together. I'll pick the place. See you.
Don't hang.
Dad, are you ready for the tennis game?
Tell your mother I'll be just a few minutes. I'll meet her up at the tennis court.
Is anything wrong?
No. Just some business, that's all. Charlie, Bill. Look, I want everyone here at the house tomorrow night.
You think that's wise, Mr. Corbett?
I said everyone. We're going to end this thing, once and for all.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because breakfast is served. If Madame will allow.
It's Mademoiselle, Detective Royster. That much French I know.
And it's Investigator Royster.
Yeah?
Or Pete. Or Hey You. But preferably Pete.
Okay, Detective Royster.
No. I'm not a cop, remember? We're just plain Mrs. and Mr. Smith from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Cash. Okay. You hand a wonderful cup of coffee.
Sorry you slept on the couch.
It's all right. It's a luxury compared to the time I was trapped in the trunk of a police car.
You were trapped in the trunk of a police car.
I certainly was.
How did you get out of the trunk of the car?
I didn't. Now, fortunately, and I do mean fortunately, it was the end of the year, and we traded in that car for another one. Now, the guy who bought this car tried to use me as a bumper jack, and when he found out I didn't work, he complained to the dealer.
You made me wait for that punchline.
It's true. You see? How do you think I broke my nose? You know, really. Now, he had me upside down with my nose under the bumper. Now, if you think that's a funny one, it reminds me of the time when I was working with this hooker. Wrong.
I used to envy Bettina because she was so beautiful.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
It's one of the reasons I never did that number. Can you imagine someone choosing me over her?
Sure it can. And I don't mean just as a hooker either. I mean as a woman.
You don't have to do that number on me, Detective Royster. I'm committed to working on this case with you guys. I'm not going to back out.
What I've said has nothing to do with the case.
Oh, yeah, I think it has everything to do with the case. You are a cop.
That's true. But contrary to popular belief, some of us still dig helping people.
Sorry.
Our Vegas profits were excellent last month, especially considering it's not a tourist season. And I'm especially happy with the work you men have been doing at that one casino. It's really been turning out a lot.
What line?
Line 3, Mr. Corbett.
Yeah?
Yeah, yourself, lover.
I've been waiting for your call.
Ah, but you've been a busy little devil, haven't you?
I don't understand.
But you do understand money, Sam, and that's what it's all about, huh?
Well, sure, I've got it down in my office. Now, why don't you meet me there and you can pick it up? Tonight.
Your office? Tonight? Honey, Mama didn't raise her kids that dumb. I'll meet you at high noon with lots of people. The Queen Mary Plaza. Tomorrow.
Well, how will I know you?
I'll know you, lover. Remember, you're very photogenic.
I wonder what she looks like, that chick.
We don't know yet.
Then find out. She's got to be hiding somewhere.
All you got is a name, Sheila. It's gonna be tough.
I don't want to hear about tough. Now put the word out. And remember, I don't want to have to meet that lady.
And I won't forget the guy that makes that possible.
Now then, we get 4 cards up, and we bet on each card who's ever high. Like, you're high enough, so that's your bet.
I wonder if Bettina ever thought it would end like this. It's weird.
What is?
We never talked about the future, either of us. It was always what happened that day. Who we met, people we talked to in the market, the weather. If it was a really nice day, she'd get rhapsodic.
You really liked her a lot.
I loved her. She was my friend. She was fun. I loved her. Just looking at her made me feel good.
You know something? I just want you to know that I feel very good here myself, just talking with you, playing cards, whatever.
Saved you the price of a ticket. I'm a plain girl. I'm not saying ugly, but I'm plain.
You've been watching too much television. You're a very pretty lady. You have very beautiful eyes.
And you're blind.
Wrong. To me, the eyes are the most beautiful part of the body. Really. You can tell an awful lot about a person just by looking in their eyes. They're like little windows which reveal everything that's happening inside for those of us who care to take a look. And what I see is that you're a very beautiful lady.
I can't handle that.
Oh, really? You want more proof? All right.
Royster, what are you doing?
We're going to decorate those windows. Now, you keep this door closed. I'll be back in a minute. And this is a secret between you and me now. Don't ever let Crowley know this, or I'll be walking the beat until I'm 104. And don't open the door for anyone, except Hey You or Pete.
Hey, you?
Yeah.
Ain't it just my luck to get locked up with a freaky cop?
I suppose you're wondering what all this junk is for, right?
It's junk for my beautiful eye.
That's right.
I've used that stuff before. It never did a thing for me.
But that's because you didn't have an expert to help you.
And Hey You is the expert.
Absolutely. Listen, Sheila, this is something I've never told many people before, but a long time ago on the force, before we had ladies working with us, I had occasion to dress up like a female. Really, I was the original policewoman. Of course, my hips were a little slimmer and my legs were a little longer. Seriously, I had to dress up like a chick.
With or without your mustache?
It all depended on who we were trying to catch.
Ah!
Now, what I've learned early in the game is that the eye makeup makes all the difference, especially the shadows. Which brings me to my 2 favorites, Mink Brown and Foxy Silver. Now, if you want my personal opinion and professional, Foxy Silver. I'll save the Mink Brown for me for later.
Hey, what if I wound up looking like a raccoon?
What you talking about? Raccoon is my favorite animal.
Oh, yeah? No kidding.
Now I think, well, we'll brush it a bit.
Okay.
They forgot the brush. I'll tell you what, you wipe all this off now. And when I come back, we'll start from scratch. Same rules, right? You have very beautiful eyes.
You should have checked in the last couple of days.
No. No girl checked in at all.
Keep your eyes open. If anybody does, let us know.
Hey, wait a minute. Nothing says she has to be living alone, does it?
No.
Now, this couple checked in. A little blonde and this fella. He signed his name as Smith. The 14th one this week. I thought there was something phony about it. I put him up in room 416.
He might have earned himself another 5.
Come on, plan later. Come on, let's go.
Crowley.
Bill, it's Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
Listen, we got trouble, man. A couple of Corbett's guys just showed up at the hotel. We had to split really quick.
Where are you now?
I'm at an outdoor phone booth on the west side. We gotta make a move really quick, man.
Listen, Pete, I've been taking care of Cheever's place.
Down at the beach.
Yeah, I do. I've been there.
Well, go again. Key's under the planter.
All right. Wouldn't you know, I forgot to pack my surfboard.
Pete, how's she taking it?
She's fantastic. She'll do just fine.
We'll catch up with you in a while.
Okay, we'll be there. Good morning. How about a cup of coffee?
No.
Well, if you don't like my coffee, then how about some milk and cookies?
You're crazy. You're gonna be out of your mind. Milk and cookies. Somebody tries to kill me and you think I should go eat milk and cookies. Well, what should we do now? Should we fix up my hair and go play in the sand?
Look, Sheila. I know where you're coming from, you know that. We might as well relax and try and stay calm.
It's very easy for you to say. When this is all over, it's, just split. Leave it all behind, right?
No way, Sheila. Not a chance. You know that. You know that. It's all right.
Pete?
Oh. Finally made it.
Bill. Hi, Pep.
How's it going?
All right.
How you feeling, Sheila?
She's a little uptight, understandably.
But you feeling better, huh?
She'll be all right, Bill.
Yeah, well, I brought a couple of mug shots here, a couple of mug books. Why don't you take a look at it and see if you recognize any guys you may have seen around the apartment?
Oh, come on, Bill. I just told you she was a little uptight.
I heard you, Pete.
I know, but does she have to do it right now?
Yes, she has to do it right now. Do you mind? I tell you something else. I'd like to hear her voice when I ask her a question. Is that all right with you, Investigator Royster?
Pete, why don't you and I go look for some puka shells, okay?
I guess that was a little out of line, huh?
Yeah, Lil. Just like I have been, and Bill, and Joe. You're entitled, once in a while.
I really like her, you know what I mean, Pep?
I noticed. You know, I can't even get my own life straight, much less give anybody else advice. But try to remember, she's still got to face those extortion charges.
No.
None of those.
Nothing, huh? What about over here?
No.
Huh? That's it. Okay, Pep, let's go.
Yeah, in a minute.
We better get moving. We haven't got much time.
If I'm going to meet with Corbett, I'm going to take along a little insurance. Okay?
Let's go. Thanks, Sheila. See you, Pete. Bill?
Sorry about over there.
Forget about it, Pete. Everybody's a little uptight.
Yeah, no, I really mean it, though.
Hey, it's forgotten, okay?
Hello? Hello, I want to talk to Mr. Corbett. Mr. Corbett.
What do you got for me?
Here you go, sir. That should keep you busy. Everybody set?
Take a look. The guy in the uniform is wired. And so are the two plainclothesmen at the bus. Pepper's in phone booth number 1 at the front entrance.
Okay, guys, here I come.
All units, officers approaching the subject.
Look alive, guys. Here comes the spider. Looking like a lamb. Hello, lover.
Hello. Say, I must admit I'm a little bit surprised.
Really? Why, Mr. Corbett?
See, you're much better looking than your girlfriend, the one...
Best of two worlds, right? I'm alive, too.
You mind if I look in this? Come on.
No, when do I get to look? For the money.
You mustn't be hostile. Yeah. Take the gun out of her back. Hey, little girl shouldn't play with such dangerous toys. Now, don't panic. Nobody's going to get hurt.
What are you going to do?
Well, we'll take a little walk toward the street.
I've never seen the Queen Mary.
Just walk slow. That's it. Right over here. That ought to do it.
Got it. That's it.
Hey, my glasses. Somebody give me my glasses, will
Somebody
you?
get his glasses.
I'm telling you, I wasn't going to kill her.
No, you were just going to take Sergeant Anderson here on a nice, quiet little ride, huh? Like, Bettina Moore?
Hey, wait a minute. I had nothing to do with killing that chick.
What was that, Sam? Was that an accident?
What was it?
Well, this broad, this Moore, she suckers me up to her apartment. She pulls this number on me, takes this film, and then she tries to shake me down. Oh, I was mad. I wanted to kill her. I admit it. I sent out a couple of guys to...
You sent out a couple of guys to...
For what?
Well, you know, to try to talk her out of it, to get the film back, okay? But they never found her. I mean, before they did, we heard she was dead.
Oh, come on, Sam. You expect us to believe that?
You can believe whatever you want. I'm telling you the truth.
Mr. Corbett, how did you know where my gun was?
I got a call. The party said you were going to rip me off, but she had no intention of handing over the film.
Did this guy also tell you where a gun was?
What do you mean, guy? It was abroad.
Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well help out.
Something's wrong. They should be here.
Nothing's wrong.
Why aren't they here?
Things like this take time, baby. Don't worry. I haven't seen a time yet when the crooks weren't at least a couple hours late. We haven't been touched in years.
I was always on time. I'm a crook.
Listen, baby, don't start putting yourself through all these changes, huh? And, you might take it easy on that stuff, too.
What is all this? Something that Sergeant Anderson gave you to use on me?
Oh, Pepper?
Yes, Pepper. Think I didn't see you two wandering down the beach arm in arm?
Oh, Pepper and me? Really? You're acting crazy.
I told her that. You know she's just like Bettina. You know that? You
Just
think you
relax.
just show her pretty face and wiggle around and she can get just what she wants.
It ain't worth it.
Fall over for her.
Now just calm down. All right? Relax. We. Yes, hello. Oh, Joseph. How you doing? What? You're kidding.
Hey, Pete. 12-52 to 51.
This is 51. Go ahead.
Trouble. Pete was cut off in mid-transmission. We'll keep trying.
That's a Roger. We're on our way.
Take the front of the house. Pete, man, you all right? What's the matter?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Where's Sheila?
She's got my gun.
Bill?
What?
It's Sheila. She's heading toward the pike.
She's got Pete's gun. Can't see her. Pep, take this way. I'll go around the back. Pete! I lost her. Why don't you take this side?
Bill, take it easy, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Sheila! 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 Sheila!
Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Pete, stay back. Pete!
Pete, baby. It's all right, baby. Come on, baby. Give me the gun. It's okay.
Bettina.
It'll be all right, baby.
Bettina. Not good enough. She finally hooked herself a rich one. Let me be your maid, please. Please? I'll do anything. And she just laughed. You're not good enough. I picked up the knife and I asked her one more time, please? Please? Not good enough. Not good enough. That's what she said to me. Bettina?
Countess. Bettina, thank God. Be patient, Countess. Another minute and you'll be freed.
That's enough. Bettina, go.
And cut.
Manny, how was it?
Well, I'll tell you how it was. Beautiful. We are gonna print that. That was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Are you going right into the next shot?
2-3 minutes. Stay close.
I'll be back.
Wilkes, you want to reload? It's gonna be a long take. You better play it safe.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you very much. Okay. You are looking real good, Dolores. Real good.
These ropes are pretty tight, Manny.
Realism. Relax, babe. A couple of more shots, we're all finished. Now, you know what I want now, huh?
I think so.
All right. You're gonna open real tight on that gorgeous face. Now we pan over to Bragan. He is gonna fake hitting you. That's when you scream.
You sure he's gonna fake it?
Hey.
I mean it, Manny. He's a freak. He really is. He gets his kicks out of hurting people.
Well, she's right. You remember what happened. You know the last time.
He won't even come close. I guarantee it. You know the boss wouldn't stand for anything like that. Okay. Huh? Okay, Bragan, you ready?
I'm ready.
Marcia, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Wilkes?
All set.
Is this a team?
Ooh.
Okay. Sound, camera, and action.
Whoa, pulling back.
Oh, there.
You know what? You said the horse pretty good.
Oh, come on.
No, I wouldn't exactly hire you for a cattle drive, but
You couldn't afford it. There's not enough money.
you want to race?
Race?
Yeah.
Not on your life.
What about on your horse?
No way, no racing.
Come on. At the end of the road, there's a yellow gate. Tell you what, you beat me there and I'll buy you lunch.
Not for dinners for a month at the Queen's Arms would I race.
Come on, Pepper, you can do anything. Let's go.
Bill!
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
You rat. Oh.
See, I told you you could do it.
Next Sunday we go bowling.
You mean I finally found something I can do better than you?
No. Easy.
Hey, whoa, easy.
Wonder what spooked
I think it's that smell. What is that?
you. Easy, boy. Easy. You see anything? What is it?
The autopsy report said that she was probably killed, thrown into the bushes 10 days, 2 weeks ago. The doc can't narrow it down any more than that.
What about cause of death? Is it like it was due to the beating she took?
Possibly. More likely from the skull fracture.
That's not mine. Give it to McKnight. Any sexual molestation?
Negative. You want to see the x-rays?
I think I'll pass.
Gentlemen?
Hello, Peter.
Well, she's not Jane Doe anymore.
They make her own prints?
Yeah, I just talked with Pepper. Her name is Dolores Rogel or Rogel, R-O-G-E-L-L.
Rogel.
Yeah. Does it mean anything to you?
Nope.
Well, she was busted twice. Once in San Francisco about a year ago for hooking, and about 3 months ago here for narcotics.
Then she must have a local address.
837 South Avery.
Well, let's get moving. I'll get a search warrant.
Yeah. It was in the paper this morning. Terrible thing, terrible. But I figure since it happened, we might as well take advantage of it, right? I mean, we could triple the grosses inside of a week. That's right, sir. So I've been on long distance all morning, called all the theaters where the picture's playing. There's going to be a big new advertising campaign. Why don't you let me surprise you, Mr. Dayton? Trust me, huh? I appreciate that. Oh, and give my best regards to everybody, will you? Lisa must be a big girl by now. Really? The Dean's List? Hey, that's terrific. Well, thank you, sir. Right. Bye-bye. Dayton's granddaughter made the Dean's List. First year in college.
That kid's really gonna be something. This Aurelia doesn't look too good.
A little pruning. Liquid fertilizer help it. Poor Dolores. Could have made a lot of profitable pictures together. Well, I guess it's time to find a replacement. Go tell Manny, huh?
What about that other girl? Marcia, that her name?
No, she's not right. Wait a minute. You better find her, too. She's a friend of Dolores's. Find her fast.
Will do.
She probably read the papers, got all shook up. Get all shook up, you got to talk to somebody about it, right?
Yes, sir. I understand just what you mean.
No question at all, she skipped. A lot of people skip around here. It's not like it used to be. You know, her rent came due 3 days ago. I've been ringing her doorbell ever since. You see?
Open up.
Could I see that search warrant again?
I don't blame him. But you can trust me, it's good.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll lock up.
You better. People would steal everything out of here.
I know the type. Let's take the kitchen.
Look at this. Uppers, downers, you name it. Got a regular little warehouse here, Pete. Little syringe, little needle. Here's a spoon. Hey, what the hell do you think? Oh, it.
Sorry. I didn't know. Sorry.
Who'd you think we were?
The guys have been hanging around with my sister. The guys that got her into that movie.
Dolores Rogel's brother?
That's right, Matt.
Show me.
Matt Rogel.
So I suppose my sister Dolores is in jail again, huh?
Afraid not. She's been found dead.
We found her body yesterday. We think she was murdered.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Now, about that movie.
What?
You mentioned something about a movie?
Hardcore stuff, you know. Sadomasochistic film. It's been shown all around town. Tonight, Josephine.
Weird movie, huh?
Wow. Killing her just to make a movie. Man.
Hey, it's just a shock.
Well, they couldn't say it if it wasn't true. I mean, they got lost.
Yeah, maybe.
That one looks like you enjoyed it.
Sure.
Police today identified as Dolores Rogel, 24, the woman whose flogged body was found yesterday.
It's really something, isn't she?
Oh, gorgeous.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
$5. You get your student ID card?
Pay the lady.
2 adults, please. You know what this means. You have to buy your own dinner. How's the picture? All things considered.
Cease fire.
He wasn't quite gone with the wind.
So she wasn't killed as part of the movie then, huh?
Not a chance. They accomplished all that with makeup or special effects, whatever it is they use. Now, it had to have happened after the movie was finished. I figure there's 2 possibilities. Either she was killed by an outsider, somebody in her personal life, a stranger, whatever.
Or just somebody who saw the movie.
Well, that could be. Picture'd been out a little more than a month. Somebody could have seen it early on and gotten inspired.
Really?
In this case, life imitating art.
Ease them off, Billy.
The other possibility, somebody connected with the movie killed her.
I hope so.
Why is that?
Well, if somebody connected with a movie killed her, at least we got a list of names to work with. If it was an outsider, man, we got nothing at all to go on.
The firing line.
Oh, Pepper. I thought this was going to be a lunch date.
It is. Oh, no coffee for me, thank you.
You're serious? You want me to file a petition and go in front of a judge?
That's what deputy city attorneys are for.
No, that's not what we're for, Pepper. Not if we want to keep our jobs. Not if we don't want to get laughed out of court.
Ben, come on.
All right, you be the city attorney. Go ahead. Make your case. Tell the court why you think this picture should be banned.
This picture, it's an instruction manual in sadism. Any number of people could look at it.
They might get ideas.
Right.
Granted. Your Honor, if we follow that line of reasoning, we would have to ban Hamlet, because some lunatic might try to feed poison to his mother.
Ben, tonight Josephine is not Hamlet.
Your Honor, I submit that this film, it might be shoddy, sadistic, degrading. It might be all of these things and worse. But it can be likened to Hamlet in one very vital respect. Legally, on the basis of higher court decisions, it is protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America under the right of free speech. And the defense rests.
That's how it'd be, huh?
You knew that all along, Pepper.
Damn.
Is this still taken during production?
Yes, it was.
Where did you shoot the film, Mr. Ziegler?
In the studio mostly, except for the exteriors. That's the outside stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know. Now tell me about the cast.
Well, there's mainly 3 parts. It was Dolores, Miss Rogel, Bregan, and Marcia Gilmore.
Who was in the crew besides the sound man?
Wilkes.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's all?
Yeah. Well, Bregan used to help out sometimes. Everybody did a little bit of everything. Not exactly a Sam Glover, you know what I mean?
You could have fooled me, Mr. Ziegler. Do you ever see the people you work with on a personal basis?
I didn't mix with any of them.
None of them, Mr. Wilkes?
Filth. They were all filth.
Including Miss Rogel.
I would be surprised if she were the worst of them all. I understand she was a prostitute.
Wow. Man, that's really heavy. I know what you mean. So she got what she deserved, right?
Oh, look, Mr. Royster, I just stayed away from her. The only time I ever saw her was on set.
Who financed this picture?
I did.
You put up all the money? I don't mean any offense, Mr. Ziegler, but we checked up on you, and you're not all that loaded.
Oh, well, I borrowed some from some friends.
Oh, you borrowed?
Now, hold on, Sergeant. My client came to this place willingly, but that doesn't mean
What
that
about Mr. Earlier? Now, he comes pretty high. Did you borrow enough to pay him, too?
There's no law against a man having a prominent attorney. And that being the case, it's no concern of yours how he acquired counsel, Sergeant. Well, my client will tell you everything he knows about Miss Rogel, but he won't answer questions about anything else. Is that clear?
Uh-huh. Still doesn't answer the question I asked you. Did you and Dolores Rogel go together?
No. And I'm sure the others will confirm that. Like they say, Miss Rogel wasn't quite to my taste.
People have been known to kill people who weren't quite to their taste.
Yeah?
Just an observation, Mr. Bregan.
Officer Styles, isn't it?
Investigator Styles.
Whatever. Styles. I'm a sadist. On camera. Off camera, I'm not. If you think you can prove otherwise, you just go ahead and try.
Did you have a personal relationship with Miss Rogel?
Are you kidding? That bimbo? She slept with half the guys in town. I wouldn't touch her.
Well, I got to tell you, Mr. Ziegler, that's not the story that we got. You did have a personal relationship with her, didn't you?
Can you imagine that? That was a tramp there, you know. That was a bum. I didn't care. I wanted to marry her. She turned me down cold.
That upset you a lot?
Yeah.
Imagine a good-looking chick like this. Hops into bed with every guy in town, yet when it comes to you, she turns you down. Did it make you angry, Mr. Ziegler?
If you're asking me, did it make me angry enough to want to kill her? No. Look, Sergeant, you can make a couple of bucks making porno movies for the freaks. Somebody's gonna get the money, I might as well get it. That don't mean I'm a freak.
Miss Gilmore, it's a strange place to meet.
I figure this way you can't be wired, Sergeant Anderson.
Oh. Well, I have to be honest with you. Whatever I learn today goes on my reports.
You want to know what I know about Dolores?
Yes.
Well, she was my best friend. As soon as the picture was over, we were going to quit, leave town, and start all over again someplace else. And after we finished shooting, I kept trying to reach her. I didn't think she'd leave without me. And then I read about it in the papers.
Marcia, do you know who killed her?
Chuck Bragan. You know, the co-star. I'm almost positive. He threatened her a couple of times. He threatened me, too. I mean, he was a real sickie.
Oh. How many pictures did you make with Bragan?
Tonight, Josephine was the third.
How come you and Dolores kept on working with him?
I guess in this business you can't be too choosy. I mean, it was Bragan. It had to be. It wasn't anybody else. Believe me, I've thought about it. Manny, Wilkes, Tony.
Tony? Now, who's Tony?
He's the backer. I don't know his last name. He runs the whole show.
He was there when you made the pictures?
Most of it was shot in his house.
Well, where's that?
I don't know. Out in the country someplace. Everybody was taken out and back by Tony's gopher in a big red van with no windows in the front of the back, so we didn't know where we were. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure. Bragan is the one who killed Dolores.
That's the way I see it. It couldn't have been anybody else. You're the one who wasted the girl, right?
Tony, it's not true. The police, they had me on the grill for what? More than an hour.
Did you tell them that?
They made me account for every second. For 2 weeks. Listen to me. I was out of town for 10 days. I can prove it. The rest of the time, if you want, I can give you the places I went, the people I was with. I don't think I was alone for 10 minutes.
Tony, he might be telling the truth.
You really believe that?
Oh, it could be. Maybe we ought to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. Take him back.
Let's go.
Are you still going to use me? In the next picture?
Sure. That's business.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, it's cold out here.
Yeah.
Who found the body?
These kids hiking found the body. They notified the sheriff's office right after we sent out our APB.
You sure it's him?
Take a look.
That's him. Thank you.
When they found the body, he had a gun in his hand, and this was in his pocket.
I've lived with her for a long time, and I can't go on anymore. May God have mercy on my soul. I killed Dolores Rogel. I was with her, was drunk, went crazy, and then she was dead. Signed Charles Bragan.
I don't think Bragan killed himself or the girl.
And you're saying?
What I'm saying is, his alibis check out, we know that, but his suicide letter doesn't sound anything like the Bragan Marcia told me about. Joe, you questioned him.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd have felt guilty if he OD'd his own mother.
There's no car in the vicinity. Pete, how do you think the guy got out there?
Maybe he bummed a ride.
Yeah, but why bother? If a guy's gonna shoot himself, why didn't he just do it in his own apartment?
Anybody could have typed the letter and forged his signature.
Well, we got 2 people dead. What now, my love?
Hunting down the man behind the scenes.
Yep, Tony, whatever his name is.
I want you guys to look at something. This is where we found Bragan. This is where we found Dolores Rogel. That's pretty close. That's a remote area. There may be 200 houses scattered over 15 square miles. One of those houses could be where they shot that movie, where this Tony lives.
So what do you want us to do, Bill? Check every house?
Well, we could start with a utility check, take it street by street.
It'll take about a week.
Well, we gotta start somewhere.
What about the ad, Bill?
Forget it.
What ad?
We've already been through that.
Actresses wanted for provocative films. Contact Manny Ziegler Productions.
I always wanted to be a star.
Believe me, kid, this ain't the way you do it.
I hear they don't use many close-ups.
I said forget it.
Oh, come on, Bill. Give the kid a break. I always wanted to know a celebrity. Besides, we do have to get a line on this guy, Tony.
Don't you people understand the word no?
No. Now, Pete's right. Now, listen. If I could get a part, they'd probably put me in the van like they did the other girls. You could wire me, follow the van, and we'd get a fix on Tony.
Pepper, that sounds terrific. But what if something goes haywire and suddenly you have to perform?
I'd think of something. No, don't worry. You just keep your fingers crossed.
Okay, but you better cross more than your fingers. I wonder how long these interviews are supposed to last.
Who knows?
Depends on how much he has to take off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, how do I rate compared to her?
I'd call it straight A.
Oh, you're kidding.
Would you mind reading those 2 lines at the top? You're Diana.
Oh. What's my, I don't remember what you call it.
Motivation?
What's my motivation?
Well, this guy is advancing on you, you see. He's got this thing for your body. Go with it.
Don't touch me. Please, please, get back.
Oh, is that nice? Is that nice?
That's my only line.
Well, you see, if you get the part in the picture, any part at all, you will not be speaking that much.
Oh.
Now, tell me,
Ginger.
Ginger, of course. What was your last job?
You know Johnny K's downtown?
The topless joint.
Well, I danced a little.
What time was it when she went in there?
4 o'clock.
It's 10 to 5.
Yeah, the longer she stays in there, the better chance she'll have of making a connection.
That's beautiful. Okay, now tilt up that luscious chin. Oh! Oh, good. Oh, yes. You know, of course, if you get the part in the picture, you won't have to wear all of that cumbersome clothing.
Yeah, I know. I saw the ad.
I wonder what would happen if I untied those bows.
I turn into a butterfly.
That I would like to see.
Costs you $100 when I take off my clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Why be so glum? Give me a little smile there. Yeah.
I don't understand you taking all these pictures. You're looking right at me.
Well, see, I got an associate. He's got casting approval.
Oh. What's his name?
What's his name? Throw back those shoulders for Daddy. Ah!
I'm gonna give her 5 more minutes. I'm gonna find some reason to go in there.
So, this is where we'll do some of the interiors.
Oh, not all of them, huh?
Mostly somewhere else. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd say you got about a 90% chance. Maybe better.
Oh.
Maybe better.
Good.
I'll call you, huh, Ginger?
Thank you, Mr. Ziegler. Thank you very much.
Manny.
Manny.
That door will take you on.
I'll cross my fingers.
It's after 5. Go home.
Here she comes. That's it. Looks like Peppers and shoved this.
Hold it.
Who was that?
Mr. Lawrence Rogel's brother.
You're kidding. What's he doing here?
Looks like he's playing detective.
He was pretty hot about his sister, I know that.
Didn't you tell him to lay off?
We did.
Guess it didn't register.
Maybe we can make it register.
Uh-oh, he's on to us. He's pulling out.
Hold it, Billy's gonna make a right on us.
on the left.
Got him covered from my side, Bill.
Right there, man. Come on, get him. Hold it, man. Hey, what do you guys want? What are you chasing me for?
What are you running for?
I don't know who you were.
What are you doing coming out of the Ziegler's?
I got myself a job.
Doing what?
Construction.
Why the devil are you working for Ziegler?
To get some information about what happened. Oh, look, I think I got a pretty good motive, wouldn't you say?
So do we. We get paid for it.
Yeah, except that you're not making an awful lot of progress, are you?
What would you do if you got the information? Play the avenging angel?
Now, wait a minute. Let me tell you something, Mr. Ruggiero. We're doing everything that we can. Now, I sympathize with your motives. We got the same goals. Only we got a little more experience than you got, and we don't want you getting in our way. You understand that? Are you getting my message?
Yeah, I'll think about it. Now, is it okay if I go?
Yeah, you can go now.
Don't pull another trick like that either.
Oh, yes, this is Ginger Holloway. Any messages? Oh, thank you.
Hey, Ginger, how about dropping this off at the Knight's office? Answering service again?
Yeah, Ziegler should have phoned by now.
Well, don't sweat it. He will.
Oh, what makes you so sure? Pete, you want some coffee?
No cream. Because you're so sexy and beautiful, and besides, I've checked out your references.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
What, that you're sexy and beautiful? Did I ever tell you?
Once.
Miss Gilmore.
You told me to watch out for strangers. Well, a man came in. He's been hanging around upstairs.
Is that for me?
Just came in from NYPD.
Artist sketch and accompanying info suggest subject probably Anthony Leniver, formerly associated with Zach Dayton, identified syndicate figure out of New York. Leniver not seen here last 4 months, rumored to be on the coast. Involved in porno film operation. Photos and other data to come.
Well, I guess we know who Tony is.
And we know that the syndicate is behind it.
Considering the size of the ticket, I've been surprised if they weren't.
I'm gonna go by the apartment, check the mailbox for any messages.
How is the place?
It's got mice.
Well, tell Parks, maybe we'll get a break on the rent.
Sergeant Anderson.
This is Marcia Gilmore. They found out where I'm staying.
Who did?
Lynch. He works for Tony. He chased me. I've got to see you. I have no money. There's no one else I can trust.
Where are you now, Marcia?
A gas station on the corner of 4th and Paul.
All right. There's a restaurant on Palm. Just about a block south of there, the Blue Moon. Now, you wait for me. I have one stop to make, but I'll be there in about 30 minutes, so you wait. Hello, Mrs. Reinecke.
How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you? Fine. Any phone messages for me?
No, there weren't.
All right. Thank you very much.
Miss Holloway, good afternoon. I recognized you from your pictures.
Oh, you're from,
Ziegler Productions. And congratulations, you've just about got a job.
Just about.
All you need's a screen test.
A screen test?
Well, we don't normally give them, but we're talking about the female lead.
Oh, I see.
And the budget's going to be very high for this type of film. So the backer, he doesn't want to take any chances. You can appreciate that.
Oh, sure. Uh-huh. Well, when do they want to test me?
Tonight. As a matter of fact, right away.
Now?
They're waiting for us.
I see. Well, if you don't mind, it'll only take me a minute to go upstairs and freshen up.
I'm sorry. We don't have a minute. We're late as it is, and it's a pretty long drive.
Oh, well, I had a date. I'll just call and...
No phone calls till after the test. We better get started.
Sergeant Crowley.
This is Marcia Gilmore, Sergeant Anderson's friend.
Yes, Miss Gilmore.
I'm really getting worried. She was supposed to meet me here and she hasn't shown.
Where are you now?
At the Blue Moon restaurant on the corner of Palm near 4th.
What time was she supposed to meet you?
At 4 o'clock. And it's already after 7.
Okay, thanks very much. We'll check it out. Hey, good, Joe. We're moving.
Hey, Ginger, we thought you'd never get here.
Hi,
Let
Manny.
me take your coat.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
I hope you didn't mind having to ride in the back of the van that way.
Oh, not at all. I understand those things.
Come here. Tony, may I present Miss Ginger Holloway, this time in the flesh.
Very, very nice flesh indeed, Miss Holloway.
You may call me Ginger.
Ginger. I look forward to a long and very profitable relationship. I expect you to make it very big.
Well, I only hope...
You hope what?
I only hope I'm around longer than your last actress.
You read about Dolores.
Yes.
She is going around with a very sick man, Ginger. Very sick. He killed her and then killed himself. I'm sure you read about that, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, all you have to do is stay away from sick people.
Something about a screen test. Does that make any sense to you?
And she went with him?
Not right away. She said she wanted to make a phone call, but he said she couldn't, that they were late already. Listen, I don't eavesdrop on my tenants, you know. I just happened to be standing right there.
You did very well.
Listen, could you give us a description of the guy?
Well, he was very tall, about 6 feet.
Yeah, Northwest Division, please.
How much do you weigh?
Oh, about
Yeah, this is
180
Sergeant Crowley.
pounds.
Who's the watch commander? Put him on.
Sandy.
It's urgent.
Like
Short kind of.
short hair, yeah.
Come on,
And
come on.
he had a little mustache.
Fred, this is Bill
Just a
Crowley.
mustache, very
Listen, I
thin
haven't had a chance to
mustache.
clear this, but I want you to do something for me.
Any other facial?
I want you to spring every black and white you can spare.
He had like
A house-to-house search.
Now, see, if this works out, it'll be more than just a test. It'll wind up in a picture.
Oh, what's this picture about?
Roman orgies. Over here, see, they're celebrating the Feast of Venus here in the Forum.
Oh,
See? They got this Vestal Virgin. They're sacrificing her at the altar.
I'm the Vestal Virgin.
The head Vestal Virgin, right. Now, don't worry about the lines. There's only one of them. I'll tell you when to say it. Main thing is to keep your eyes on me. I'm going to be giving you directions and look sexy at all times. Which should be pretty easy for you. All right, come on.
Thank you, man.
Down the hall here, at the end, you'll find a door. Go in there. On the bed is your costume. You wear clothes. First part of the scene.
Oh, I'm going to need my makeup.
Oh, no. I like you just the way you are. Go. Okay, girls, any minute now. Hang loose. Ginger, where are you? What's holding you up?
Oh, nothing, Manny. I'm doing the best I can. I'll hurry.
(17856), 12Y50. We've covered the area west of Canyon Road on Luck.
Roger, 56. Check south of Pass Road. We'll take Highway 17 to the end of Canyon Road.
Roger.
Look, we got nothing to worry about.
For sure. Pepper played cool.
The question is, are the others going to play it?
Ginger, what's keeping you?
I have to comb my hair. It got all mussed up putting on the costume.
Okay, snap it up, sweetheart.
What do you see?
Oh, it's nothing.
Look, you're looking at something.
What the hell is keeping her?
Fixing her hair. You know these dames.
Blanche.
Maybe she's a snitch.
Or maybe she's a cop. Okay, everybody. That's it. No test tonight.
Hey, what do you mean?
Thanks anyway, girls.
Hey, Tony.
Maybe tomorrow I'll let you know.
Just because she's a little slow, I could talk to her.
Man,
You
I
know,
want to take everybody back in the van. Now.
Here's the keys.
I don't know how to get back. I don't know where we are here.
Out to the highway, hook a left, you'll make it.
Oh, anything you say. I'll get Ginger.
Don't worry about Ginger. I'll drive her home myself.
Everything west of Liberty Road is clear. There's a colony near the lake. We're going to check that out now.
Roger.
Manny, explain everything. Now get going. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but all we need now is a bunch of witnesses.
So maybe nothing ought to happen.
How's that?
So maybe she's a cop. So maybe they know where you are. Tony, the police can't do a thing. You know that.
I'm not worried about the police. Dayton's not supposed to be in the porno business. He was warned about that. Word gets out he's trying to cut himself, and there's going to be a war, a hell of a war. And guess who's going to be the first victim? There she is. Move!
How far is it to 17?
Should be about any minute now.
I think I'll turn left and...
That's it. That's the van, the red van. get in the bed and go.
All right,
Here I
where is
am.
she? Tell me.
2 miles down the road. First house on the left-hand side. Look, I didn't do
Come on,
nothing.
come on.
Sergeant Crowley, please.
He's not here.
All right, this is Sergeant Pepper Anderson. I need help. I don't know where I am, but the number is...
Put it down.
Put it down.
Now what happens? The same thing that happened to the others?
I never wanted to kill anybody. Can you believe that? Dolores wanted to quit. I wouldn't let her. She was too valuable. She threatened to blow the whistle. I hit her. She fell. It was an accident. I made it look like it wasn't. So you know why we had to kill Bragan. And now you... I'm sorry.
Don't shoot, Bill.
Put the gun down. No! Put it down. I'm not finished with this scum yet. You're finished. Put it down.
Give it to me.
Give her the gun. Give it to her.
Okay, get down the feet.
Put your hands up.
Get your hands on top of your head.
Come on. He'll be okay. We'll get an ambulance.
Come on over here with me.
What's gonna happen to him?
Well, this guy? We'll turn it over to the DA so he knows to...
Bill, he saved my life.
Well, that kind of answers your question, doesn't it? What do you want to eat?
I was thinking of the Blue Moon.
Why would anybody think of the Blue Moon? You and I cook better than that. The food's lousy.
Yeah, well, there's someone there I want to see. Marcia Gilmore, she's the new hostess.
You're kidding, huh? Oh, I see. You set that up, huh?
Well, I've been eating there so long, I figure they owe me something.
You think she'll hang in there, or you think she'll end up back out on the streets?
Oh, my bet is she'll make it.